what they call a proportional response to the hacking. The question tonight, what kind of response? Cyber espionage? For more on that, let's turn to Lisa Garber. She's a cybersecurity expert and attorney. Lisa, good to have you with us tonight. What would be, of course, a proportional response is certainly a judgment call, but what capability does the United States have? What would be a possible avenue here of response in your professional opinion?
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. And as if this campaign couldn't get even more interesting, at this point now that the Obama administration has officially accused Russia, and they're saying this was an intentional interference on the United States election process and these presidential campaigns, it's obvious that the U.S. does have the capability for massive surveillance. We have the capability for cyber espionage. But at this point, the U.S. administration and the Department of Homeland Security are going to keep their strategy extremely secretive. The idea of it being proportional is interesting because we don't know exactly what the FBI knows at this point. They continue their investigation of the DNC hacks and the related administrative personal email hacks. So at this point, it's tough to say. The U.S. certainly has those capabilities, and whether they have been looking into what Russia has been doing for quite some time, we just don't know.
I find it interesting that the Clinton campaign comes up with all these accusations. Everyone who works in the Clinton campaign and Hillary Clinton herself, they're just United States citizens. How would they have access to information that they know for sure it's the Russians?
Well, that's an interesting avenue as well, and it would take massive cybersecurity and digital forensic investigations techniques and analysis to try to uncover that. One of the most difficult parts of a breach is figuring out who did it, and if somebody is talented enough and has those capabilities, they are going to cover their tracks very well.
Can the United States pinpoint who's doing the hacking? Are United States resources that good?
United States resources could be that good. We certainly have the top talent. We have the brains behind the cybersecurity measures. We could certainly be on the path to figuring that out. But an investigation like this, the DNC leaks took place earlier in the summer. I don't know if there's enough time unless they have a massive team swarming on these issues, whether they could uncover it. But it leads me to look into the other issues that are afflicting this election season as well. Things are getting hotter in terms of the cybersecurity at the polls and whether U.S. citizens feel comfortable that their vote is going to count, and whether hackers are going to now that potentially Russia or whoever it is has gotten into these systems, these democratic systems, it's causing a lack of confidence in cybersecurity and whether their vote's going to count, whether there will be delays at the polls. So this could affect a large portion of this election season.
Lisa Garber, great to have you with us tonight. I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for your expertise.